Today I want to start a 3-part series on feeling emotionally defeated and how that is actually a sign, or recognizing the signs of being actually emotionally and verbally abused. Part 2 will be why it is so difficult to heal from emotional abuse and what most people miss in the healing process. And part 3 will be on how to actually build self-esteem, which is essential after being emotionally defeated or emotionally abused. So stick around, join me for all 3 parts in the 3-part series. But today, the most critical part is simply recognizing and accepting that you may have been emotionally, psychologically, and verbally abused. So what are the signs, right? Isolation. Have you removed yourself from most of your friends and family? Are you the brunt of sarcastic jokes that really are hurtful to you? Do they hurt your feelings? Are you taking personal insults? Name calling? Stonewalling, which is the silent treatment? Gaslighting, which is crazy making? Blanket disrespect? Disregard for your time, your needs, and your energy? That's a big one. And do you feel like you're walking on eggshells? So if you said yes to any of these, you may have been emotionally abused at any stage in life, or you may currently be in a relationship where you're experiencing emotional, psychological, and or verbal abuse. So the first sign to healing, before you can heal, you have to recognize that it's occurring. And this can be for both men and women of all ages. So how do we start to heal? First, acknowledge it and accept it, okay? Number 2, start to set and enforce boundaries. That's really important. If somebody doesn't accept and respect your boundaries, then chances are they're not respecting you. And we have to respect ourselves enough to walk away from and separate ourselves from that relationship, no matter how difficult that may be. And then number 3 is recognize our triggers, what emotionally upsets us, and be able to self-soothe ourselves, calm ourselves down so we can think rationally. So some self-soothing examples might be going outside in nature, listening to calming music, taking a walk, exercising, engaging in a hobby. Maybe it's baking, coloring, practicing yoga or meditation, gardening. We're getting into gardening season, cooking, whatever works for you. The final thing I want to discuss is recognizing both physical and emotional symptoms of emotional and psychological abuse. Physical symptoms include, and are not limited to, you might have other symptoms as well, but extreme fatigue, migraines, vomiting, constipation and or diarrhea. It wrecks our digestive system. You might have panic attacks that even mimic having a heart attack. You might have unexplained pain in the body that your doctor is unable to diagnose. You might have skin rashes that it might mimic, say, peeling from an extreme sunburn, or you might get extreme eczema all of a sudden for no reason that becomes really itchy. You might have extreme hair loss. Your hair might fall out in clumps. Emotional symptoms might include depression, anxiety, sleep disorders, eating disorders, substance abuse. You might want to numb out and not feel the emotional pain. Some people turn to other addictions like gambling and shopping. You might have memory problems. You might not be able to recall things when you need to. And finally, low self-esteem, which is what we're going to get to on day 3. So I know this is a lot of information to take in, but it's a really important topic that's near and dear to my heart because I have suffered from this, so I understand it very well. So please feel free to watch the video several times, take notes, comment, let me know what you think. Let me know if you think that you have experienced emotional, psychological, and/or verbal abuse. And if you have any other tips for how you are feeling about this, share with our viewers. Keep it positive. This is an uplifting community. And join me tomorrow for part 2. In case no one has told you yet today, you are absolutely amazing. Thank you so much to everyone who has subscribed to the channel. If you haven't yet, just hit that little button and join.